the bottom, or the side meets the bottom, is here. Yes, you can kind of see where that is, where the side meets the bottom. We want to go just a little bit inside of that, okay? This is me, this is my preference. There's no like Levain police that comes by and measures where your score is. This is what I'm asking you to do. Yeah, you can do it differently. There are many who just score right down the middle, no problem. But what I would like you to do is to score just on the inside. It's like a 60-40, 60-40. And I want the score to be not straight down like this, but almost parallel to the board. See how I'm holding that? So not like this. I see a lot of this. This is not the way we do that. We score at this angle here. So maybe I'll go furthest away from you so you can best see. And I want to go fairly deep. And I want to make sure that I start at one end and I go all the way to the other end. And you notice how it opens nicely. I did that super slow so you can see. But typically I want to go a little bit quicker. Speed is your friend when scoring. Nice and deep from one end fully to the other end. And you can see the loaf wants to open already. Yeah, you can see it's a nice airy loaf already inside and it wants to open. Oh, maybe here, I'll just show you, yeah, I'll show you one scoring for the start.
No.
So here for the buo, what we can do is we do this for one of the breads that we make at the sweet roll station is the whole wheat sourdough. And what we're going to do with that, guys, we're going to do hashtag. This one I can go straight down, fairly deep, open it up nicely, and into the oven. So once we've got this done, we need to move very quickly, and I'll have you follow me to the oven now. Okay, so with the loading peel now, I'm going to go up high. I'm comfortable up here. I go in about 2/3 of the way. I lift a little bit, and I drop it like this. So you can, if you can pull in one pull, that's even better. But if you don't need to do it in one pull, lift, pull back, and the loaves should just slide off. Sometimes the ryes and stuff, if they have lots of flour on them, they will actually slide off the paper, and that's okay. We don't need the paper. Thank you. These are hearth breads. So then into the oven and then steam lots. Steam up my goggles here. So you notice how it was like 3 cycles of steam? We want to give them 3 cycles of steam, okay? There is one of the ovens down here that doesn't give quite as much steam. You might do 4. The steam push on it is not quite as vigorous. And you can see there's moisture on the outside of the loaf. That's good. What does the moisture on the outside of the loaf help do?
Better crust.
Crust. Yeah, nice crispy crust. Yeah. It also, what it does, the steam on the outside, is it keeps the outside of the loaf pliable. It keeps the outside of the loaf a little bit soft and able to expand and able to open up. So it eventually makes the crust crispy because it moistens the starch at the outside, and it gives the loaf the ability to expand, to open on the score. And that's what the score does too. It gives you a place, a directed place for the energy that's stored inside the loaf to push the loaf open, okay? The crust, the steam also provides shine on the outside of the loaf. So we'll see that really well. A lot of our loaves have some flours. The multi-grain here has all kinds of seeds on the outside. So a lot of them we don't have the opportunity to see the shine so much, but the San Francisco sourdough really highlights it beautifully. Super shiny, super crusty on the outside. And if you want, like there are some bakeries, I hear a lot of, even my baker friends, this is too much crust for me. If you want to minimize that super duper crust, you don't skimp on steam. is you don't, at the end of baking, if you want super crust, what you can do is you can open the oven and do a final. You'll notice that a lot of the recipes in the binders have a time that it says venting 5 to 10 minutes. That is to say that after you bake it for 25-30 minutes, you open, if there's a vent at the back of the oven, you open it and you let air circulate. What that does, it then removes all that steam, all that moisture from the oven, and really helps to form that thunderous crust. If you don't want to have the thunderous crust, you can just bake the full time with the door closed. You'll have good crust, but not super heavy crust. Yeah. So that's one way that you can control it. Already opening up.